Hello, welcome to Chesapeake Today Show. It's your Executive Director, David Liu.
And Candace Montgomery, Director of Life Enrichment.
Candace, residents can see that we are right at that cusp, that end of Halloween.
That's right.
Heading into November, but wow, what a great October.
Yes, oh my gosh, it was jam-packed with things. Went by so fast.
So last week, go ahead, walk me through that one joyful night that it was energized in the Chesapeake room.
Yes, I mean, it's so nice. This Halloween resident team member trick-or-treat night is just one of those things where it's another opportunity for team members and residents to interact in a different way, and being able to bring their kids and grandkids in and the fun costumes. And I really don't know who enjoys the event more, residents or the team members, kids and grandkids that come through. I think residents maybe, because they dressed up.
There were costumes.
There were
absolutely.
costumes. Lots of little itty bitty kids this year, so that was kind of neat to see. Lots of babies and things of that nature. So it's fun. It's just such a great event. Just
And
lots
it's
of laughter.
Joyful. It just, even as I was coming down that evening, and I just stepped out up here on the second floor, and you could just hear
I bet.
the energy.
Yes.
And then after that, then I started smelling the popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Oh
See,
my
that
gosh,
brings
I can't
people.
imagine how much popcorn we went through.
Oh,
with
120 bags.
That little maker is cranking.
It
but,
does.
Oh, it may be small, but it
It's
produces
mighty.
a wonderful aroma. And that was great. So neat on that. Yeah, I remember one resident saying to me, she was just so touched when, at her table, and all of a sudden she just sees this little hand at the edge of the table, and there's the head popping up.
Yes.
And so that's the little ones.
I know.
The changes of the kids, whether they're witnessing Clint and they're seeing how he's
How
changed.
tall he is now. Yeah.
So it's just
It's
neat
special
event.
for sure.
And some of the resin costumes, ooh, I mean, a couple of them popped to mind.
Marty Grenier, her hat. I loved
Wasn't
her hat.
that went, yeah.
It was so fun.
I offered Travers Mayhew a razor if
His
he needed
little-
to
I
shave his
know.
mustache.
Exactly.
And then we had several witches. I think Louise was a witch and some others, but
And it was fun too, because this year we typically have like memory care, we'll have a table, assisted living, but the clinic wanted to have a table, and they were like, can we? I was like, sure. And that really provided Tamika such a creative outlet. She got into it, made her own slime. You had to stick your hand in there and feel these weird things. And it brought her so much joy that it just made me happy as we were setting up, just seeing how excited she got into it. So
Yeah.
that was cool.
And I also, it was fun to see, there are several of our newer team members who it may have been the first time they did bring their children here, or husband, or spouse, whomever. It was just neat to see those connections.
Yes.
I was going around and just a couple of times I don't know if the parents were going to be mad at me, but I was saying, now, if you enjoyed this coming to Mom and Dad's workplace, come back on December 13th.
Yes, perfect.
And I
Good.
said, there's going to be a Polar Express train. Oh,
Yeah.
come back and ride. So I was
Exactly.
doing a little bit of
Marketing for me.
well, because sometimes the kids will remember things and
Yeah.
say,
Oh, kids will for sure. Their
can I
memory.
go back to Mom and
exactly.
Dad's workplace?
And we've had this discussion before too, but it's like the kids really, it also changes their brain of what it is to age, right? It's a different picture. It's not something scary. So I think, and especially for Clint thinks I have the most fun job in the world. Like he just adores coming to the Chesapeake. So it's fun to see those new team members being able to bring their kids, and it just really, like you said, we've had this discussion before of your kids have been in the senior living world, and you just never know what something like this could really be a stepping stone to something else.
We heard this story last week of Judy Clear, a new administrator. She said, and she's been doing administration for a number of years, she remembers being out in public with her daughter, and her daughter referenced a group of people. Well, those are residents. It was just a group of older adults.
Right.
But she called them residents
Right.
because that's what she equated it to. What
Exactly.
everyone who's may have some glasses and not
don't
much
live
hair
back in
is a resident. So that was a fact.
That's adorable, though. I love that. It's
So,
so sweet and innocent.
Another thing that amazed me was creativity in pumpkins.
Oh my gosh, yes. I think this has been the most creative year. I really do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
was blown away.
Yeah, I mean, one or two came out, and I'm watching them, and I'm saying, "Ooh, that's pretty something." And then the third, fourth, fifth. I mean, I'm not sure the final count.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Maybe 6 or 7, I guess.
Yeah,
But
it's a good number. And so neat to see those. Residents voted.
Voting, yeah.
And is there an announcement that will be made?
Yes, we don't know yet as of this airing, but yeah, I believe HR is going to announce the
Okay.
winner.
And
Yeah, so we should know by the time they're watching this for sure.
and again, all the pumpkins were done by departments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whereas gingerbread, again, is
It's
share
a mix.
or not?
Oh yes.
So
yeah.
gingerbread then is where residents can also, and
Yes.
they become very
and
creative.
departments too. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that will be
it's fun. I'm hoping this will really spark the creativity for us to then go to gingerbread.
yeah.
Because I've had a few people who have said, okay, boy, it has to be all edible this year. But I've encouraged them. I'm like, there's a lot of unique things that you can come up with that are edible pieces. You just got to get a little more creative.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking about dried fruits, nuts.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there's a lot of candies that could be used in different
in
construction
different
materials.
ways, exactly.
Yeah. What
Yep,
fun.
construction materials.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all good there. Halloween, turning to now the calendar.
I know the time change,
Yeah.
right?
And we're sorry, the first thing in November is the information
dreaded-
about the rate increase.
Oh, that too, yeah.
So that was the very
All the
first thing.
things.
So sorry to just acknowledge that, but we'll be planning like usually do it in December, just an overview. Here it gets you more details on where the money goes, where your money goes, why this % increase. A lot of thoughtfulness goes into it for management for months. Our home office reviews things carefully. Our board finance committee has to approve rate increases. So we'll give you a presentation on that. But again, I know it is significant, and those changes with what your fees are. But keeping quality team, the salaries, that's so often a big part of it.
Cost of living and prices aren't getting any cheaper. I mean, it's just the name of the game.
So anyways, that's a piece, not the best way to start November, but it is a start.
Yeah. And then also on a side note, the soft serve is
Yeah, that's a positive.
getting there. Yeah.
So this week, soft serve items within the Clark's, what is it, $2.50 for an
that sounds
8-ounce portion. We're starting out with cups. Over time, we'll look at cones and other things, but we just start out with the cups. Chocolate, vanilla, and a swirl.
That's fun.
So some of you may have already sampled last week because there was a sampling, but this week it will be available. Yes, you can use your dining dollars, but we're also working on some communications about other food items and barcoding that may not be dining dollar eligible. So keep an eye out. You may have already received an In the Loop giving you insight onto that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Our ice cream socials may be a thing of the past now with this. We'll have to see. That's if they can have it on demand.
It's interesting, those that soft serve versus hand dip, and I think there's just almost I don't know, it was one or the other. It's just there's a time for one, time for the other.
True. It's I think it's the toppings that usually get folks.
That's right.
Makes you feel like a kid again.
And the toppings is what we can do with hound dip.
Right.
If anybody asks for sprinkles, whatever, we're not doing those. I think.
Oh, man.
I think on the soft serve right now, it's going to be pretty.
Just
stay within a
the-
vision. Here's what
Hey.
we can do, but maybe that will keep the other ice cream socials a little bit more
Maybe
popular.
still keep it alive because folks
Toppings
love
are there.
sprinkles. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Who doesn't?
So, we've got voting this week. We've got a lot going on. So
It's that
go
time
ahead.
of year. So of course Sunday, when Service of Remembrance was a big thing that I know Uwe's been working towards, and I know that's always such a meaningful event for family members to come back and feel like their family members were honored in that way. So we thank the Worship and Spiritual Life and all the folks that really go into planning that event. And then Monday we have our 9:30 Langley shopping trip leaving from the Hampton entrance. 2 p.m. Donna Nicholson will be doing her Color Your Life craft class in the Creative Arts Studio. 7 p.m. hand chimes practice. So I did get the news from Barbara Howell that she is saying that they're not going to have a Christmas performance this year. They can't seem to get folks to volunteer. So I've been working with Leslie to try to talk it up with new residents. So maybe we can turn things around. Tuesday. So Tuesday's the voting day. We have several different times to go vote. It's right around the corner here at the elementary school. So 10 a.m. Voting at the Hampton entrance. Then there's going to be 11 a.m. voting, 1 p.m. voting, and 2 p.m. voting. So how it typically works is it'll kind of be on a revolving door for folks. So if they don't get on the first bus, hang tight, they'll be back. And I believe, to my knowledge, the school does an amazing job where they actually come onto the bus so the residents don't have to get off to vote. They get everything that they need so that they're actually able to do it on the bus. So
That's pretty impressive.
that speeds things along as well. And then there is a 10:45 Bible study in the Explorer Room, a 2 p.m. bereavement support group in the Harbor Room, and then the Chesapeake Singers, they're doing their group rehearsal because I know they're gearing up for Christmas, so that's at 3:30 in the Chesapeake Room. And then 7 p.m. we have Walt and Susan Stillman as our entertainment. On Wednesday, Mobile Library will be coming right in front of the cafe at 10:30 a.m. So if you have books you need to return, be sure to do so. Barbara is going to be giving a Chesapeake University healthcare panel discussion at 2 p.m. So I know she'll have some folks with her that's really going to be talking about renovations, maybe those frequently asked questions. So that's going to be one I know we'll want to record if folks can't come. So that's at 2 p.m. Basic and intermediate German class at 3 p.m. in the Explorer Room, and then 7 p.m. is Jewish History and Film Frisco Kid in Chesapeake Room. On Thursday, that's the 6th, we have 9 a.m. Rosary and Catholic Prayer Service in the Harbor Room, Mystery Bus Ride at 10 a.m. leaving from the Hampton entrance, 11 a.m. the Creative Writing Club in the Harbor Room, and our Fall Craft Fair. So that's from 11 to 4. So right now I have about 5 or 6 outside vendors that are going to be coming in, including Brenda. So she'll have some big sales, and I also got word there's going to be some chocolate sales as well. So I think that's going to be a big hit, making space for the new holiday stuff that's going to be coming in. So we'll have flavors of fall that day as well. So there'll be some different types of samplings that folks can do. But this is a really good opportunity for folks to start getting holiday gifts and seeing some personal things. So we have a good mix. There's going to be some jewelry and crocheting, holiday wreaths, all kinds of goodies. Like, it's a good variety of vendors that are coming in this year. And one lady in particular has not been able to be with us for health issues the last few years, but she can remember coming here 7 or 8 years ago and participating in a craft fair. So she's excited to be able to come back. So 11 a.m. to 4 in the Chesapeake Room. And then 2 p.m. there's an Episcopal worship service in the Explorer Room. 7 p.m. book club is meeting in the Explorer Room, and then 7 p.m. Doorway Singers in the Chesapeake Room, which those are always a fan favorite. There are roaming carolers, but they also do 50s, 60s, jazz, all kinds of stuff. So
we'll see them a couple of times here in November, and then hopefully back on Christmas
most
at
definitely.
Chesapeake.
Yep, they're a fixture. And then Friday, the 7th, 11 a.m., doing a new lunch trip to a place over in Carrollton called Fat Boys Grill and Steam Shack. And then 11 a.m., we're doing a social accountability, so Operation Christmas Child Shoebox Filling. I don't know if you've seen these. A lot of churches typically do these where you have a shoebox that's either for a boy or girl. You're buying materials based on that. So we're going to be doing 100 shoeboxes, 50 for boys, 50 for girls, and residents are going to help us do a little assembly line and write some nice little encouraging cards. 1:30 decorative painting class in the Creative Arts Studio, that's Miss Platzman. And then at 3 p.m. I'll have my pups here for Golden Hour with Bucky and Indy in the aerobic studio. And then on Saturday, this is going to be another good opportunity for some holiday shopping and some fresh produce. 8:45 going to Hilton Village Farmers Market, which has a really good variety. They've really stepped it up. Whether you want fresh veggies, fresh eggs, and then all kinds of vendors down that main strip there. So it's a good walking opportunity as well. 6:45 p.m. going to the Ferguson Center presents Beach Boys. That's going to be a fun one.
I'll be at that concert.
That's going to be good.
I
love the Beach Boys. And then 7 p.m. movie One Fine Day from 1996. So a lot happening.
Very busy
in the
week.
first week, yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that, not per se for independent residents to attend, but you may have a loved one over in healthcare, and that is
that's right.
Thursday on the 6th, we're doing a gala. So Anisha, Chef Julian, and the team are just creating sort of a special celebration for those healthcare residents and their new dining areas. So it's sort of a very special thing. They'll start out with some midday appetizers because it's going to be around the lunch time. It's going to be the heavy meal. And appetizers, then there's going to be, the chef's going to be making tableside Caesar salad. He and Daryl, our kitchen manager, sous chef, will be hand stuffing and providing dessert cannolis.
Wow.
So just some really interesting foods for the healthcare residents on the 6th.
That's awesome. That's such a long-awaited opening. So that's great.
Absolutely.
Nice to see it come together.
So a busy week, and we'll be trekking through in November. Residents, you can seek at the concierge desk, and hopefully we now have out in your hands the calendar of holiday meals. When
okay.
both reservations can start to be made as well as when the menus will be posted. So last week we did post to make available the Thanksgiving menu. Reservations are open, Chesapeake Room, bigger parties, Regatta Grill, Mariners for other groups. So just wanted you to have that big, at a glance, seeing what's going to be happening over the next couple months with significant holiday meals.
Excellent.
So
That's awesome.
that
And
is
I'll
there.
put another plug out there too. If you haven't given me your Veterans Day picture for you, significant other, those boards are on display this week as well, because Veterans Day will be next week.
Yeah,
I know. Goes by fast.
busy. I know, because then some are getting prepared to go over to Carter Mountain.
Yeah, that'll be Monday, and we've got, that's going to be taking the big bus, so exciting times.
Good. Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have paper in front of us
I
because
know,
rather than
I'm
an interview
scared.
today, our executive producer, Isaiah, I think is going to challenge Candace and I to either some
know.
trivia questions or something. So what we have in front of us is we've got a blank piece of paper and a pen. Test your pen, make sure it works. Are
I
you
know
okay?
you give me a pin that doesn't work.
Yeah,
I'd be sitting
that was
over
my,
here.
wait, switch. But we're apparently going to be writing answers down. He's given us a piece of paper. We're going to flip it over, I guess, at the same time, and then Candace and I will have to read it, and then
Because this is answers.
and then we have answers there.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to be surprised.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
Okay, here
All
we
right,
go.
Let's go. See, that's why I didn't miss these. These are.
But there's a brand new weight this year. Last year's weight was that. This year's weight was 327 pounds more. Am I blowing your mind?
I'm trying to focus.
Ooh, this is a good one. I think I probably got like 2 of them.
As I'll say, I've got 2 that I haven't even come up with anything for, but should we?
Go ahead and wing it.
Oh, write something?
Sure you
Oh,
do.
no.
Come on. You don't
I'm
want
just
to?
going to be making something up.
Well, I did the same thing because I think
You're
that's
good at that, though.
but that's
Like, I'm
my
like,
humility. To see this year though, I think it was like this amount. So the pounds really went up. I saw the guy who grew the largest pumpkin. I had a Rotarian, a friend in Illinois, and he did it. He
wow.
always strived to. So he started by putting a pallet out because he had to be able to lift it.
Oh, yeah.
So
I
he
mean, I
started
guess
with the
so.
pallet, and then he started with a big acreage, but he kept on trimming around so that all the vines were feeding the one pumpkin. So that rather than doing an entire like acre, all the vines were just fueling
Oh my
that one pumpkin.
gosh.
And then at the end, he had to use a forklift to lift it,
Yeah.
to go weigh it. He already knew what the pallet weighed,
Oh my
but that's how they move them around. So just fascinating.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I feel like we should compare our answers before we.
Okay,
but we
so
can have it
so
open.
the first one, okay, we won't even look.
Okay.
What vegetable was originally used to carve jack-o'-lanterns?
I said a pepper, like a green pepper.
A turnip.
You think
It's-
you're right?
it's either a
Like,
turnip
it's
or
a turnip.
something. Okay, second one.
Well, do you want to look at the answer for that one? Like, stay on that one.
Just go through
Just
it,
keep
and we'll see
going?
how far we. See,
Oh.
it's either turnip or something else. It's a gourd or turnip because
I
this
feel
is in
like
my
I've
trivia.
seen a
I know.
pepper.
No,
It's
it
probably
was
not. But
it was something. Okay, second. Which famous magician died on Halloween?
I have no idea.
I said Houdini. I may be
Oh.
wrong, but that was my
Well,
guess.
mine
All
was
right.
blank.
In 2023, Travis Genger nabbed the Guinness World Record for heaviest pumpkin. How much did it weigh?
1,000 pounds?
I said 2983.
Okay.
And this year it's 3,200. So I'm not sure how far, but Anyways, okay, which U.S. state produces the most pumpkins?
I don't know. I didn't put anything for that. No state comes to mind with pumpkins.
See, I had to go to the Farm Belt, so I went to Indiana.
Oh, okay.
But this was a wild guess, and I may be dead wrong. I was surprised even a couple weeks ago traveling around North Carolina, how many fields I saw there. So
that is true, yeah.
this one was a guess. All right. What year was the song Monster Mash released?
1962.
I said 64.
Okay.
So we'll see. What was the most popular candy bought by adults?
Adults.
By adults. That's why it threw me a curve there, because I know what I would buy.
That's exactly what I put.
But what did you put?
Reese's Pumpkins
See,
or
I
some
said
version of Reese's.
stupid Indian corn.
Indian corn. Candy corn?
Yeah, Indian candy corn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I call it Indian corn. Candy corn. Candy corn. That's what it's the yellow. Again, what are the sequences?
Like that harvest mix
Orange,
type stuff?
white, yellow. It has a certain sequence.
it
it always
does.
okay. Candy corn, Indian corn,
Who
whatever.
knows?
corn.
It could be right.
And then what was the most popular Halloween candy
Kids.
amongst kids?
I said like Peeps, because they have Peeps for every holiday now. It just seemed-
Halloween?
Yeah, like there's something silly.
See, I said Reese's there.
I don't know though. I
All
feel like
right.
it's something silly.
Did
with
we even
kids.
get one right?
I'm not sure.
So out of 7, maybe we should have
I
combined
feel confident
us.
about the
We should have combined
1962
us.
and Monster Mash. That's about the only one.
You're good. So I got the first one, turnips. I got Harry
double check this
Houdini.
here.
I got Harry Houdini. I was off. It's 27.49, but I was definitely close. I should have said it on
You were right about Houdini. Who thinks of that?
Yeah, Indiana, and it was Illinois.
Okay.
You were right, 62. 64 then may have been the purple Peeper
Purple
Monster
People
Eater.
Eater, yeah.
One of them was 64. Aha, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. You were
Okay.
correct on adults and kids M&Ms. I missed
M&Ms.
both of them.
I felt like it was going to be like a sour candy
I mean,
or
I
something.
get 2 of them
I
accurate.
got 2.
Okay.
So it's a tie.
So
You got a tiebreaker?
no, the tiebreaker will tell the resident what's the average number of seeds in a pumpkin.
yeah,
We
that'd
know
be
that answer. The average number of seeds, and it doesn't matter whether it weighs
Yeah.
2,749 pounds or
Yeah, would it have the
3
same
pounds.
amount of seeds, I guess?
They do. They're just
Interesting.
different, bigger. I don't know how big.
Sizes.
That's what I'm told.
Less that you have to carve. I
So,
don't know.
should we
That
just
was
leave it
good.
as a teaser and
I
don't
think
give them
so.
the answer?
Yeah,
So you
let's
guys
see if
figure
they
that
can come
out.
up
But,
with that.
but if you see Candace or I or
Yeah.
Isaiah, we'll tell Isaiah what the answer is.
This was a good mixture of things.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's so
62.
cool. 62, yeah.
But
Sometimes I can
turnip,
pull it out.
I got the turnip right.
I
and-
know. I
and
want to look
Houdini.
that up because
Yeah, and it was
guess it's just the
fascinating
shape of
that it
it.
comes to the country. It had a little Celtic, a little Irish back because
look that up.
Sain, S-A-I-N, or something like that, was the group that sort of did it, and a little bit of into witchcraft and some other stuff. But it's just sort of a fascinating origin, so it's told
Yeah.
on it. You know, something that we'll have to get into later, but you may have seen news this past week. Elon Musk has this vision of using artificial intelligence to take current archaeological data and carbon and test that they can now do that will accurately produce time. And artificial intelligence may be rewriting history books, at least according
my
to Elon.
gosh, wow.
Where they're actually going into and saying some of the Roman history and things that it's been in our books forever, they now can actually utilize current technologies to pinpoint things. And of course, Vera's pointed this out to me because one of the countries described was Albania because of its 10,000 before Christ history of mankind being in that country.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all these different
That's interesting.
technologies
AI is
and things.
the future.
And more and more to it.
Exactly.
Well, our
That was
AI didn't do real well today. What fun. Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Isaiah.
Yeah,
Always
thank
good.
you. It was fun.
So hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of that. So again, if you didn't hear the questions, I'm going to repeat them one more time in case you wanted to quiz yourself. What vegetable was originally used to carve jack-o'-lanterns? Not pumpkins, but turnips. Which famous magician died on Halloween in 1926? Harry Houdini. In 2023, what was the largest record, heaviest pumpkin? 2,749. Which U.S. state produces the most pumpkins? Illinois. What year was the song Monster Mash released? 1962. What's the most popular Halloween candy bought by adults in 2024? Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And what's the most popular Halloween candy among kids in 2024? M&Ms.
I'm
but
surprised
it's
by that one.
probably plain. Given the
I think it's
change
probably
of
plain.
allergies,
Yeah. There's so
etc.
many
of kids.
versions of
my
M&Ms
gosh.
now too. Oh my gosh.
So those were the questions. You got the answers. So hopefully you enjoyed the
That's
quiz too.
fun. Yeah, it was great.
Alrighty. Well, until next time, have a great week and enjoy the 1st of November.
We'll see you.